Alright, welcome back to Red Dead Redemption. This is going to be part 12. And in this part, we're going to finish up the bounties here at McFarland's Ranch and do some miscellaneous hunting things. So from where we last left off, we're going to head over to the, it's not really a sheriff's office, but little jail they have here at McFarland's Ranch. And we're going to pick up the bounty poster once it spawns in, just like at Armadillo and Rathskeller Fork. And once you get that, you can go ahead and get on your horse and mark it on the map. Now, we only have 2 left to do out of the 8 in New Austin. That would be Mescalero and Brittlebrush Trawl. And this one, I think, is Mescalero, if I'm not mistaken. But Mescalero, you might have gotten that at Armadillo. It did have a chance of spawning at Armadillo. And so you'll have to ride all the way over here if you did do that at Armadillo. And you're going to get this big open field here. And so I like to just head over to the left side and hide behind one of these brick walls. And then just kind of go for it. Now I did want to note that I did make a mistake last episode. Last episode I did say that capturing a bounty alive at Armadillo would be for the Baller Twin gang. That's technically not true, so I apologize for that mistake. You are going to need to capture one alive here at McFarland's Ranch to be able to get that outfit objective and get that outfit, the Baller Twin Gang outfit. So hopefully you didn't complete these already, or if you did, hopefully you caught them alive instead of killing them. But at least one of these is going to need to be captured alive at McFarland's Ranch. So I believe if you do the one at Mescalero, if you do that bounty from Armadillo, I believe that you will still get the Baller Twin Gang. It will still count as a Baller Twin Gang capture for the outfit. But if not, you will end up doing Brittlebrush Trawl at Armadillo anyways. So either way, you should get the outfit objective as long as you didn't go around killing all your bounty targets. So yeah, once you have captured your first bounty target, go ahead and head all the way back to McFarland's Ranch here. Not sure if you pick up the Mescalero bounty at Armadillo. Not sure if it leads you back to Armadillo or if it just leads you right back to McFarland's Ranch. Not sure, but either way, we're going to have to go to McFarland's Ranch anyways. And you'll see at the bottom, Baller Twins outfit menu entry completed. And that's how you know that you got your Baller Twin Gang outfit scrap completed and the actual outfit. So after you capture your first bounty, go ahead and save the game, and then wait again to pick up the next bounty poster. And this one will be for Brittlebrush Trawl. A little bit of a tongue twister for me, but hey, I managed. So anyways, from there you want to head off to Brittlebrush Trawl. It's going to be by where the next mission marker is, but the next mission marker for the Iris mission shouldn't start the mission at all because you are technically already in another mission, which would be the bounty. So don't worry about accidentally starting that by running around. So I don't really like this one because it's kind of hard to see. I did end up dying, so that's what that little cut was. I did end up dying during this bounty, which was a little annoying, but you'll see why it's annoying to do this one. Just hard to see where everyone's at. No cover. It's just like low visibility because of all the bushes and not very much, not very many rocks to hide behind unless you are the gang members, of course. Then you get plenty of cover where they spawn. But once you take them all out, you can go ahead and lasso the bounty target and hogtie him. And remember that if this is the only bounty that you're doing at Armadillo, and you're gonna have to capture him alive for the Baller Twin Gang outfit objective. Remember to be careful with what horse you put him on too, because, well, mainly if you're still working on the Spurt to Victory achievement, you want to be careful not to use a random horse by accident. Then once you have him captured, you can go ahead and walk him back up to McFarland's ranch. And once you've done that, that should be your 8th and final bounty in New Austin. There will be more bounties in the future, but those are going to be in the next areas in Mexico and in West Elizabeth. There are no more in New Austin. So from there, I went ahead and saved, and I did end up changing my outfit just because I felt like changing it up. You know, why not? But I did forget to do this a while back. Now you want to purchase the Hennigetstead map from the shopkeep here at McFarland's Ranch. And once you do that, you want to open up your satchel and go ahead and read that. It will be in the consumable section just towards the bottom. And then from there, now that we've unlocked all the locations in New Austin, you want to go to your stats and you want to go down to General, and you want to scroll down to New Austin areas discovered, and it should say 45 of 45. Now there's a little caveat here. Sometimes the maps will not find all the locations for you. So I'm going to leave a link to this website here, this interactive map, and you want to hide all the locations and then just make all the locations visible. And you can just do this on your phone or your computer, it doesn't matter. And you want to go around all the areas in New Austin and make sure they are marked on your map. If there's not one marked on your map, then you're going to have to go there manually, ride your horse there, or fast travel using your campsite, that too, and make sure that that area is discovered on your map. So yeah, from there, once you do that, you don't have to do that now, but once you figured out whether or not you have to do that, we're going to check, make sure it's between 6 p.m. and 10 p.m. And you can do that at the start with the start menu in the top right corner. And so from there, we're going to ride out to Worthington Ranch here, and we're going to do some hunting. Now, a lot of the wikis say that you can find skunks here after 9 p.m., but it isn't really, nothing that I found was like real concrete. I kind of, when I did my run of this, I kind of just ran around here and like for hours ran around looking for skunks, and the time that I came to was you want to be here between 6 p.m. and 10 p.m. and you will find a lot of skunks. So we're going to need to kill 5 skunks here, and killing one is going to give you your 15th animal for the Unnatural Selection achievement. And you're going to need to skin all 5 of the skunks that you kill. So that was skunk number 1 for me. And here is skunk number 2. And I did end up finding all these within about like 8 real life minutes. So as long as it's past 6 p.m. and before 10 p.m., you should be able to find all these skunks here around Worthington Ranch. Here's skunk number 3. Just remember to skin them as well.
Oh Lord, this is nasty.
And you can also use the sound that they make to locate them. They're kind of hard to see sometimes, but like right here for number 4, I heard it right as I was riding past it, and sure enough, there was a skunk there. And I was able to kill it and skin it.
Tough one, ain't you?
And now all I need is one more skunk, and that's going to be right here. Of course, they're not going to be all in the same locations exactly. You're going to have to ride around the ranch to find them, but like I said, just Make sure you're in the right area at the right time, and you should find plenty of skunks. Now, this is not the only place you can find skunks. There is another location here close to where we're going to do foxes. So here's where we're going to hunt foxes. We're going to need to skin 5 of those as well. So I'm going to make my way over there. But there is another location where you can find skunks here. Now at this point, it should be nighttime. And that's good because the skunks, a lot of the skunks spawn at nighttime, and also the foxes spawn at nighttime. And the raccoons will spawn at nighttime. We're going to go over those later. But also, anytime at night, you want to be keeping your eye in the sky for an owl, because we're going to need to kill an owl for the unnatural selection achievement. So just keep your eye out for that. Now, right around here is where you want to do your hunting for your foxes. Now, I did want to leave this in. I didn't find any foxes here, but if you walk up to this broken building here, there's a chance that you will find a couple of skunks here. I think there were 3 here for me. You can see one right in front of me, one on the other side of that rock, and I believe I could hear another one somewhere over here, but there can be a handful of skunks in that building at night. So if you want to do that, feel free. And then here is one of the foxes. I'm not going to count that as a fox kill because I didn't skin it, because I did not know it was a fox. I thought it was a coyote. But just to show you that there are foxes in that area as well. Now, what I did was I went and I bought some bait at the gunsmith in Armadillo.
I think that's good for now.
And you can just buy the max amount. You can't buy all 10. You can only hold 5 at a time, unfortunately. So only buy 5. But back where the foxes are on the map, you want to lay it down in a area kind of with a little more clearing, I guess, where it's not just in the middle of a bunch of bushes. And then you want to walk away. And I like to get on my horse just in case. But you want to be ready with your rifle. And like I said, foxes are going to look exactly the same as coyotes. But as soon as you put bait down, you should get 2 or 3 to spawn. And that will be our 16th animal for the unnatural selection achievement. So there's 2 foxes for me already. Like I said, the first one I didn't know was a fox, so I didn't skin it. But just be on the lookout. They're going to look and sound exactly like coyotes do, so it's kind of hard to differentiate them. But here are my first 2 foxes. And of course, the bait doesn't last very long. Pretty much as soon as you attract any animals to it, it will automatically disappear. So, I mean, you're going to have to probably use 2 or 3 baits for this, unless you can just happen to find some extra foxes walking around the area. But here I am using my second bait. That's going to leave me with 3 bait. And we're going to do the exact same thing. I'm going to place it down, and we are going to get back on our horse, get our rifle ready, and ride away just a little bit, and keep our eye out on the blood splatter on the ground, and go ahead and kill any of the foxes that come to it. Now, there might be a chance that you get wolves or something else to spawn, but I'm pretty sure it will almost exclusively do foxes, because we are in the area that is marked on the map as being the foxes like spawn area. So most of the time you should get foxes, but there is going to be a chance that you'll get something else to spawn with bait. But here we are doing our 4th fox, and now we just need 1 more fox. And I didn't end up using another bait here. I think I just ended up finding one running around somewhere. And here it is. I heard it. It's going to sound exactly like a coyote would. And there it is. So that's fox number 5. And I'm going to go ahead and skin that. So again, we're doing this not only for the unnatural selection achievement, but also for the next Master Hunter challenge, which I should have mentioned earlier, is for killing and skinning 5 skunks, 5 foxes, and 5 raccoons. So that's going to be 5 skunks and 5 foxes for us. And now we're going to go ahead and do raccoons. And this is going to be another location where you can do skunks if you did not end up finding enough skunks in the other area. If you come here to Armadillo by the stagecoach, behind all these buildings here, you can find these animals kind of in the bushes here, and a lot of the times in between the buildings. And that goes all the way down to the theater, all the way in the distance. There's another skunk right there. So I just left this in to show that you can get skunks here. Now I ran around here for a couple hours, in-game hours, not real life hours. That would probably be equivalent to about like 20 minutes maybe. I did run back and forth here looking for raccoons, and I did get a lot of skunks. But I believe here is the first raccoon I found. And of course, you're going to want to do this at night. Now, that's going to be number 17 out of 26 animals for the Unnatural Selection Achievement. And it's going to be our first of 5 raccoons that we need for the Master Hunter Challenge. Now, just because you killed one doesn't mean that there's not going to be more. So, what I like to do is I check the area, and then I run all the way out to that, just in the distance somewhere away from the town, and then I ride back, and I check in between all the buildings and in all the bushes here for more raccoons. Now, if you're getting more skunks than raccoons, I do want to point out that it might be too late into the night. I did find that the later into the night that it was, the less raccoons that I would find. So the closer to dusk that you get, the more raccoons you're going to get. As long as it is still nighttime. I don't have an exact time frame for that exactly, but just try and make it as close to dusk as possible. Now, I did see this while I was kind of resetting the area. I did end up seeing this owl flying here, so I did kill that. So it's going to be animal number 18 for the Unnatural Selection Achievement. And of course I'm going to go loot it because we need some feathers, and also to check and make sure it was an owl. And I did get owl feathers, so that's how I know that that was an owl. And just going to continue here killing the raccoons. Now keep an eye out for the bushes, because it is going to be kind of hard to see them in the bushes because, you know, the bushes kind of obscure the smaller animals. But if you keep an eye out for movement, you should pretty easily spot them. Now bait isn't really going to help you here because I believe raccoons are not attracted to bait, but also they spawn right here in the town, and this is too close to a town to place bait. So you won't be able to place it at all. So there's another raccoon right there. And if at any point you stop getting raccoons and you start getting more skunks and other things, then feel free to save the game and kind of skip time forward. That way you can kind of reset the area and get more raccoons. Make sure it's the right time for them. But once you skin 5 raccoons, that should be the next Master Hunter Challenge completed. And yeah, once you do that, that should be the end of this episode. So thanks for tuning in, and make sure you tune in to the next one. See ya.